probably like, where'd the cameras go? Where's the beautiful sunrise that we typically see with the show open? Well, it's not transferring over, so I won't be able to show you any live weather cameras here this morning. Unfortunately, good morning, Lisa, Brandon, and Krista. How y'all today? It's Tilly's 4-month checkup. Nice. That's fantastic. Eva, good morning. Mel, good morning. What's good in your world today? Let me know in the chat. Do you have any big plans today, or are you just going to be hanging out and going to work? Or you're retired and you're just going to be hanging out, not doing anything at all. Maybe that's the case. All right. Yesterday we did top out at 90 degrees. I was forecasting. I always like to keep you in check. Where are my notes? I was forecasting 90 degrees. So there we go. Got that going for us yesterday. Saw some pretty good gully washers for sure yesterday. And that's probably not going to be the case today. And we're losing a lot of that moisture source here over the next couple of days. So while we do have a chance for some showers and thunderstorms all the way through Saturday, and we'll likely see a little bit of an uptick in those rain chances as we get through the upcoming weekend, cold front number 2 is going to bring us that fall fresh feeling starting Sunday night and heading into our Monday. We'll get to work with the forecast. Let's get a check at your local sponsor first. And of course, this morning, your local sponsor is Volunteer Home Mortgage, based out of Maryville, Tennessee. You can call them today, 865-238-7500. Jerry and her expert team are ready to help you out. You can visit them online as well at volunteerhomemortgage.com. They can really help you navigate this whole crazy thing called mortgages, which is insane sometimes. And I know you're like trying to get the biggest purchase of your life, which is typically a house. And so she can help you out. So give them a call today. All right. Morning temperatures this morning are in the 60s and 70s. So mild, muggy. So cold front that came through yesterday that brought us the showers and thunderstorms really didn't do a whole lot to us, or really won't do a whole lot for us throughout the day today and tomorrow. A little bit of a downturn in those temperatures a little bit today and tomorrow, but we'll just call it average. As I mentioned, we do have a chance for a few showers and thunderstorms. I'm picking up the Futurecast with the NAM, high-resolution NAM forecast, because I think it has a better handle on it. Not much activity going on from now through noon, but you'll see how these afternoon showers and thunderstorms may fire up as we get into the afternoon. Most of those into North Carolina, and maybe a couple across the Cumberland Plateau, some into the foothills and mountains of East Tennessee. So if you're joining us from the mountain counties, or you're going to be heading up there this afternoon, something to kind of keep in mind. We could see a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms along the highest peaks of the Smokies. This is where the Weather Prediction Center has issued a level 1 risk for some localized flooding and flash flooding concerns. I'm really not that concerned about it, but it's a water-loaded atmosphere like what we saw yesterday. So solid downpours, could see some strong gusty winds because we've got some downward instability, if you will. So the air is how do I describe that? The air is more likely to produce damaging winds. Let's just say that. It's called down cape, decape anyways. And so we look at a certain number in the atmosphere, and when it's higher, it lets us know that some of these storms could produce some locally strong wind gusts up to about 40 miles per hour or so. So nothing severe, but enough for the National Weather Service like yesterday to issue some special weather statements. Forecast highs today, top out in the mid to upper 80s to low 90s. Most of us are going to be in the 80s. We're talking mid 80s across the Tennessee-Kentucky border. Not much of a heat index value today. I'm sure it's going to be still warm and muggy with temps, with that feels like temperature in the low to mid 90s for mainly the valley locations. But the Cumberland Plateau, the Smoky Mountains, upper East Tennessee, really not likely to see that throughout the day. If you have evening plans, ball games, practices, whatnot, 85 degrees by 6. Most of us will be dry. 80 by 8 should be a nice, comfortable evening. 76 degrees by 10 o'clock tonight. I want to run you into your Friday forecast because today is Friday Eve. So tomorrow's Friday, and we do have high school football starting tomorrow night. I know there's a big Maryville-Alcoa game tomorrow night. If you're a big fan of those big football games, it's a big rivalry. And so, could see maybe a stray shower or thunderstorm. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here's your Futurecast. I think we're going to see a little bit more coverage of a few more showers and storms. Not expecting a ton, but notice by 3 o'clock, we've got a couple of spotty showers and storms around the area as the kids head home from school tomorrow. Here's 7 o'clock. So kickoff for the football games right around 7. So if you have football games tomorrow night, or if you're going to those, something to keep in mind that you want to check in with the interactive radar in the East Tennessee weather app. Maybe we could see a couple of spotty storms still lingering by about 6, but then they will begin to fade by tomorrow night. As I mentioned, a little bit better coverage of rainfall tomorrow than what we will experience throughout the day today. And tomorrow, we also have a level 1 risk for some localized flooding and flash flooding. But as I said, and as I've mentioned, we're going to start to lose that moisture source here over the next few days. Saturday and Sunday Temperatures come down into the mid-80s. We'll probably have partly to mostly cloudy skies. I think we'll have a little bit of an uptick in those rain chances. You can see we'll go 20% chance of rain today. Higher amounts, of course, across the mountain counties, probably a 40 to 60% chance of rain across the mountain counties. But realize that I cover all of East Tennessee, so the general idea is about a 20% for all of East Tennessee. 40 on Friday, 50% on Saturday, 60% on Sunday. Don't cancel any of those outdoor plans on Saturday. Sunday, don't do that as well, but it does look like a cold front will slide on through, bringing us possibly a line of some showers and thunderstorms, and I'm not expecting any severe weather at this point of the game. Could see some strong storms and some locally heavy rainfall because it's a stronger cold front, but that's about it. We're going to lose that heat index value. That's good. Right? Y'all ready to get rid of that heat index value? Let's see. Brandon says, hey, Julie, one only question I have for you is Michigan State or Michigan? That's like asking Mike, Colorado or Colorado State. That's true. That's true. I'm going to have to go CSU on that one. Colorado State. But although CU too, right? They Deion Sanders, I think it's Deion Sanders is the head coach for CU. I mean, he's done an incredible job for that program for sure. Dew points. All right. This is good news. Look at those dew points. Dry air falling, a fall feeling with the drier air come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I've been saying this for the last couple of days. We'll see how it all plays out. And quote me on this Monday morning. We're going to test this out, see how well I'm doing. Of course, I'll have an update for you on Sunday morning. But at this point of the game, I think Sunday night should be a perfect night for some outdoor activities, a walk around the neighborhood, grilling outside, because the air is going to start to dry out throughout the day on Sunday, and then that's going to settle on in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's going to feel amazing. It's going to feel so good. Let's talk tropics for a second. We're still talking about Hurricane Erin cruising right along. It's picked up some speed in the Gulf Stream. You got to realize we got a river of warm water along the eastern seaboard. So Category 2, right, winds at 105, gusting to 125, racing past the outer banks of North Carolina, tracking to the northeast, becoming a fish storm, battering the coastlines for sure. Look at these wave heights associated with this. In the center of the storm, we've got waves upwards of 45 feet. And then you can see how they diminish. But notice the outer banks of North Carolina. Look at those wave heights. I mean, they're just getting battered there at Kill Devil Hills and places along the eastern seaboard. So definitely still going to be seeing some strong gusty winds and of course some rip currents and whatnot. But it's a fish storm. It dies down and it becomes a thing of the past. However, we are talking about our next little wave. It's now got a red associated with it, so a 70% chance this becomes our next named storm. This next little wave. And then we've got about a 40% chance with another wave coming off of Africa. And we've got more waves along the Pacific Ocean where we'll continue to highlight that. Also, I wanted to show you the Climate Prediction Center's forecast. Yeah, this makes it look cold. Not going to be cold, but the signals are there that we're going to be trending below average all the way through the end of the month. And if this happens, remember that we've got the Big Kahuna Wing Festival going on August 31st. If this holds for the Big Kahuna Wing Festival, that's going to make for the most amazing day to be out and enjoying the entire day from 2 to, I think it goes till 10 o'clock at night at World's Fair Park, eating some chicken wings, listening to some live music. Go get your tickets today. Log on to the BigKahunaWingFestival.com. Guess what? This may stick with us for the first week of September. The Climate Prediction Center still has some signals of, hey, listen, we still may be trending below average for that first week of September. For you fall lovers, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, Denise says, Monday looks good. It does indeed. Sharon says, we got a little bit of rain yesterday. Didn't last very long. I bet it feels pretty good this morning in Aegis, Kentucky. Good morning to you, Sharon. Kimberly says, let's go. All right, let's do it. You ask, I deliver. And then, of course, we've got some Witcher's pictures that are going to be coming up here. See if we have any of those. We got a couple Witcher's pictures out there. Aw, I do have a couple pictures to share with you this morning. All right, let's take a look at those national holidays here this morning. It is August 21st. I told you I was having issues. That's why I wasn't able to get cameras up. Let's see if I can get this up. We may not be doing them. I may just be reading them to you. No. Looks like I need to do a computer reset. I reset the whole program, but that apparently didn't work. So I'll just tell you about them. How about that this morning? Can I get them somewhere else? How else can I put these on TV for you today? Anyways, it's August 21st. We're celebrating birthdays and events. So today's, now these are some good ones too, right? All right. Today's national holidays. We've got National Hazy IPA Day. I'm going to give a big shout out to that. I love a good hazy IPA. Was at Bridge Brewing Company yesterday, meeting a client, and we had a brewski together and a good old hazy IPA there. So if you like hazy IPAs, today is your day to go consume one. If you're not a beer drinker, don't worry about it. Not your day. It's a Brazilian blowout today. Easy. It's a Brazilian blowout. I don't know what that means. I think it has something to do with hair, because it shows a lady with hair. Provides an opportunity to put your best self forward, starting with your beautiful locks. Maybe you do a Brazilian blowout. It's National Senior Citizens Day. Big shout out to you senior citizens this morning. You're wise. You're stuck in your ways. What else can we say about senior citizens? You're amazing. You're amazing. You make for some amazing grandmas and grandpops or pop-pops. Let's see. Well, we call them Pop-Pop and Gigi at our house. Mimi and Granddaddies. What other names do we have for you seniors out there? But for you seniors, today is your day, so make it the best day. And I'm thinking about you, my friends. All right. It's National Spumoni Day. Spumoni? Who likes Spumoni? Spumoni's pretty good. All right. Those are your national holidays. Sorry about that. That's all we got for you. I can't even show you live cameras. Jeez. The Gremlins were at it again, my friends. The Gremlins were at it again. But I do have some great photos to share with you this morning. We'll take a look at this one first. And we had some pretty good storm clouds just to see if this works. I don't know. Maybe it won't. Things are running a little goofy. Such is the way technology works, right? Let's turn that around. This photo is coming in from... let's see. Michelle, Maine. Storm rolling off the plateau into the valley in South Harriman, Tennessee. So nice, Michelle. I think that's one of the first ones I've ever seen from you. So great photo there of storms rolling on in. We saw some pretty good downpours. I got another great sunrise or sunset photo taking to share with you. My computer's just really bogged down this morning. I have audio, right? I never even switched to, that's just ridiculous. I never even switched to this. So if you're joining me on the app now, there we go. We've already gone through the forecast, but here's a great one from behind the lens. This would be Elaine Ombre, who always shares some great photos. Tonight's sunset in Maryville, she says. This one will turn up sideways, but I'll fix it for you. Everything's just really bogged down this morning. I don't know what's going on. That's a cool shot. Little finger of some rising air. This one is Jimmy Phillips, sunset in Jacksboro. That's a cool one. We've got some geese flying over Maryville. Elaine Ombre also sharing this one with us. Let's see here. This is going to come on screen here. Look at that. Nice, beautiful blue sky. Some geese flying overhead. Let's see. Bill Lyle looking over 407. And he lives in a nice neighborhood there. Bill, thanks for that. Some dark storm clouds off in the distance. We also, let's see. Here's one of, it's probably the sunrise taking shape here this morning. Maybe. Oh, geez. Everything is so slow. That one's sideways. Just turn your phone sideways. This is from Lisa Gibson. Lisa, thanks for sharing that. I think she's on the platform this morning. A nice little sunrise taking shape. All right. So, I've told you so many times over the years and over the months of me doing this and whatnot, I say, hey, listen, do me a favor. If you ever see me in public, please come say hi. Don't be shy. So we did. And I got a shot. I told you I was at meeting a client yesterday, and let's get this sun sideways here. I had a couple folks come say hi to me yesterday, so it was nice. They're like, I'm sorry to bug you. And I was like, no, I tell people all the time to come bug me. Come say hi. I really like it when you all say hi because I see you all the time on social media. I see you comment. But I never can put a face to you all, right? So Mike's number one fan from Tazewell, Tennessee. This is Laura Harris, by the way. It was great meeting you. She says it was great meeting you yesterday in person. She said, Mike's the real deal, folks. Very knowledgeable, awesome personality, and humble. Oh, well, you're very sweet, Laura. I really do appreciate you coming to say hi. I met her husband. I met her, a bunch of their friends. And, listen, if you do come say hi to me in public, by the way, I am going to ask you one question every single time. Do you have my app? Do you? If you don't have the app, scan that QR code at the bottom right-hand side of the screen. She's like, I do have the app. I couldn't possibly claim myself as your number one fan and not have the East Tennessee weather app. And I said, well, that's true. That's true. I got another photo coming in. Here's one that just got uploaded just now. Well, at least it just came into my computer. Anyways, we'll see what it says here in a second. Let's rotate this. A nice little beach shot. This one is coming in from Melanie Barnes, Miramar Beach. I think it's Florida, right? Miramar Beach, Florida, I believe. Melanie, are you joining us? Are you on the platform this morning? Maybe you are. Anyways. And what else we got? What else we got this morning? Let's see. Disk defrag and clean up and delete stuff you don't need. Well, the thing is I run an Apple. I run everything on a Mac. So you don't do those kind of things with a Mac. But a good solid computer reset probably needs to happen. Although I did do that this morning. I'll have to see what's bogging it down. But anyways, good morning, Brian. How are you this morning? But I appreciate you, Curly and Brandon. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let's see if this works. Such is the day in the life of running your own business, right? Have you made it to Gatlinburg this week? No, I'm coming on the 2nd of September. That has officially been designated as I'm coming back up to Gatlinburg on the 2nd of September. Lots of big things happening in the wings in the background of East Tennessee weather. Cannot wait to share some of this stuff with you. So if you like the app, if you like the product, if you like the program, if you like this Wake Up with Witcher, just share it. It really helps to push the platform out a little bit. A lot of folks, listen, I see people every day, every single day. I met with somebody the other day. He's like, I hear you on the radio. I was like, well, you don't know what the rest of the story is? He goes, no, what's the rest of the story? I said, well, I run a 24-hour weather channel on Roku TV, Amazon Fire, YouTube. I have an East Tennessee weather app. I'm all over social media, and I work 7 days a week. So far. One day. I will be blessed enough to hire somebody else to come help me out. And then you'll be able to get to enjoy that person every once in a while. And I know you'll miss me. Because we've been together for a couple years. Well, years through the TV, but a couple years anyways. Right here with East Tennessee weather. I wish I could share some photos and cameras with you this morning, or some cameras. Unfortunately, that's just not the case. So I'm going to say, have a great day. Be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short. And again, if you ever see me or my family or I, me, my family and me, yeah, my family and me. Let's get the correct English there, Witcher. My family and me in public, please come say hi. I'd like to say hi to you, but I'll say hi right now. Have a great day. I'll see you throughout social media and on all East Tennessee weather platforms throughout the day and every day. Until then, enjoy your morning. See you soon.